Oven cleaner served on school lunch. Records from the Tigard School District show that last October, more than 50 sixth grade students at Fowler Middle School were served pretzels with oven cleaner sprinkled on them instead of salt. The district called it human error, and the police department said case closed. But newly obtained records, police interviews, and photos raise questions about how this happened and whether the response went far enough. In this Fox 12 investigation, Jolles paints a clearer picture.
Frustrated, angry, irritated, and honestly hurt.
For Fowler Middle School parent Kaylee Spearing, those words still come easily when she talks about what happened at her son's school.
I send my kids to school thinking it's going to be safe, and that day showed that it wasn't.
Her son was one of more than 50 sixth grade students served pretzels sprinkled with oven cleaner instead of salt during school lunch on October 20th.
For my son, he had his fingers were burning a little bit, his mouth was all tingly, he had a really bad headache. Even still now, he won't eat regular school lunch.
Fast forward to November 12th, the school district said in an email that their investigation of the incident, conducted by an outside attorney, determined that it was a result of human error, saying, quote, the attorney's report determined that on October 17th, a Friday, a Fowler kitchen worker removed a packaged oven cleaner from storage, intending to clean the oven. The package of granulated cleaner was left on a prep counter over the weekend. The following Monday, the granulated cleaner was mistakenly applied to pretzels during lunch preparation.
This is a kind of mistake that can't happen twice.
But Chloe Larson, who was working as a substitute kitchen staff member on the day of the incident, says there's more to the story. She says it all started when some students at lunch complained about pain after eating pretzels, which many of them shared.
They described that it felt like they had bee stings in their throat and their mouth.
Larson says she and another staff member then tried the salt that was applied to the pretzels, and that's when she realized it wasn't salt at all. She sought out the person who seasoned the pretzels, the kitchen's lead staff member, a woman who has worked in the district for 17 years.
I said, what did you put on these? Where's the package? And she was like, I already threw it away. It was the only thing in the garbage can, was this small gray package. And she got it out, and it just says oven cleaner.
Larson snapped a photo of the packaging, showing a clearly labeled Alto Sham oven cleaner bag, which usually contains one oven cleaner tablet, not meant to be crushed up as it was on the day of the incident.
We purchased the same type of oven cleaner used in the incident to see how it compares to salt. They come in little packets that look like this, and inside each packet is a puck, which you can see there. Now, the pucks are pretty hard. The school district's narrative is that the staff member involved crushed this puck up into a granulated powder. And it was this powder that the staff member mistook for salt.
I just said, we need to get the kids to stop eating this right now. And she said, the lead said that she thought that they were already finished eating it by now. And so I just turned and walked right out to the cafeteria.
Larson says she had to take the pretzels away from the kids herself. By then, many were experiencing pain and other symptoms. She also says when an administrator came by to see what was happening, the lead kitchen staff told them she had accidentally put soap on the pretzels.
And so I interjected and I was like, that is not soap, that is oven cleaner. And the person in administration was shocked.
Hello?
Hi, this is Officer Polson with Tigard Police.
Hi.
How can I help you?
Body cam video obtained by Fox 12 shows that Larson also contacted the school's resource officer, Nyla Paulson, about the incident 2 days later to report her suspicions about what happened.
Yeah. Are you able to tell me if this is already being investigated?
Yeah, it is. Did you do this on purpose?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
But less than 30 minutes after her conversation with Larson, SRO Paulson called the lead kitchen staff to ask her about what happened.
Am I in trouble legally?
I mean, not on my end. I'm not doing anything. This is kind of what shook down on my end is because so many parents were calling my boss said, hey, you need to take a report on this.
Records show the officer didn't investigate any further and closed the case that same day. Tigard police told us without kitchen video or photos, they couldn't meet the threshold for probable cause. And while the school district says an attorney interviewed 7 staff members in their investigation, there was one person notably missing.
Did anyone from the school ever contact you about their investigation?
Afterward? No.
The district declined an on-camera interview, but they maintained the incident was a result of human error. They also confirmed that the staff member who put the oven cleaner on the pretzels still works in the school kitchen. Parents like Kaylee Spearig say they've been left in the dark, and that while the incident may be closed on paper, questions about how it was handled are not.
Let them know we're fixing this, the person's going to get termed. It's just that simple.
Now, the school district would not release any details about their investigation. They say that's because they received a letter threatening legal action. They did, however, tell us, quote, staff across all sites have undergone retraining on proper chemical storage procedures, clear labeling requirements, and strict separation between chemicals and food preparation areas.